three brave souls and attacking one of our bases.
Yes.
And I'd ask you for a moment of silence for all three of those fallen soldiers.
Jesus.
The Israeli war against UNRWA is not new. Israel has all the time been calling for the liquidation and dismantling of the UNRWA. And this explains the Israeli systematic attack on refugee camps, whether in Gaza or here in the West Bank, especially in Jenin, Tul Karim, Balata, Al Fawar, Aqba Jabir, and Dheshi. The accusations that Israel has made against certain staff of the UNRWA should have waited until investigation has come up with results. We were extremely shocked that certain number of countries have decided to suspend its aid or their aid for the UNRWA. The countries that have announced this suspension, their aid amounts to 70% of the annual budget of the United Nations Relief and Work Agency. This measure is extremely dangerous, and it is our hope that it will be reversed. The suspension of aid is in line with the Israeli plans for the forced evacuation of our people from Gaza into Egypt. The suspension of aid comes at the most difficult times, at a time when the International Court of Justice has called for an immediate supply and increase supplies and international aid into Gaza. UNRWA provide aid for 1.7 million Palestinians in Gaza. I'm sure our Arab brothers, they know exactly what is happening. They don't need us to ask them to help. But also, one should remember that the total amount that has been suspended is very important. It's 70% of the annual budget of UNRWA. And it is our hope first that these countries who have suspended their aid, they will resume it very soon. And on the other hand, also, it is our hope that, of course, Arab countries have always been stood solid in support of Palestine, both politically and financially.
So the attack on the Marlin Luanda in the Gulf of Aden signify a great extension and escalation from the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden, so geographical extension, and also with the type of weapons. The missile used yesterday was a ballistic missile, and the Houthis started their attacks in the Red Sea using drones. So we're seeing a technological expansion and a geographical extension.
Это важно для нас сегодня, это важно для будущего. Мы видим, как в наши дни фактически реваншисты и неонацисты взяли на вооружение идеологию и методы гитлеровцев. В государствах Прибалтики десятки тысяч людей объявляют недочеловеками и лишают самых элементарных прав, подвергают травле. Эти данные получены в ходе исследований авторитетных историков и ученых. Режим в Киеве возвеличивает пособников Гитлера. Эсэсовцев используют террор против всех неугодных. Продолжаются варварские обстрелы мирных городов и поселков, убийства стариков, женщин, детей. В ряде стран Европы русофобия продвигается как государственная политика.
Hello, hello, South Carolina. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Donald Trump, when he was commander-in-chief, refused to visit a cemetery, U.S. cemetery outside of Paris for fallen American soldiers. And he referred to those heroes, and I quote, as suckers and losers. He actually said that. He said that. How dare he say that? How dare he talk about my son and all of us like that? Look, I call them patriots and heroes. The only loser I see is Donald Trump. It makes me angry. And by the way, have you noticed he's a little confused these days? He apparently can't tell the difference between Nikki Haley and Nancy Pelosi. Let's remember who we are. We're the United States of America. And there's nothing beyond our capacity if we stand together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you.
And look, running for president it's a lot. It's physically, emotionally, mentally, it's a lot, right? So you got to be at the top of your game. Well, he must have been tired because he was giving a speech, and in the speech he went on over and over and over again about how I stopped security from going to the Capitol on January 6th. And he kept repeating it. Now, I wasn't in D.C. on January 6th. I've never had a job in D.C., so I think he got confused. Having said that, he has said, look, I will take a mental competency test against her because, you know, I'm a big fan of mental competency tests for anyone serving in D.C. He said he would take one, and he said that he would beat me. And I don't know, maybe he will, maybe he won't. But if he's gonna do that, then he should have no problem getting on a debate stage with me. Because that's the ultimate mental competency test for anybody that wants to run for president. So I put that back out there, that he has no reason to fear. Come on up, let's do a debate, let's see what happens, and let's let this election play out the way it's supposed to play out.